He was supposed to come home to his wife. They had been married for 3 months. 3 months. When John Rutan pushed open the door to their condominium on February 24, 1986, Sherri Rasmussen was lying on the floor. She had been beaten with a ceramic vase. She had been bitten on the arm. She had been shot 3 times in the chest. She was 29 years old, a nursing director, the woman he had chosen, and she was already gone. What John Rutan did not know, what no one would know for 23 years, was that he already knew the killer. Sherri Rasmussen was exceptional. By 29, she was already the director of nursing at Glendale Adventist Medical Center. She was beloved by her colleagues, admired by her patients, and completely devoted to her husband John. She had no known enemies. She had simply fallen in love with a man, and that had been enough to get her killed. The LAPD looked at the crime scene and declared it a botched burglary within hours. Someone had broken in. Sherri had come home unexpectedly. A struggle, a shooting. The burglars had taken her car. The stereo equipment by the front door was their evidence. But there was a detail buried in plain sight. The stereo equipment stacked by the front door had Sherri's blood on it. She was already dead when it was placed there. The burglary had been staged. Someone came with the intention of killing her. Within weeks, Nels Rasmussen walked into the LAPD and gave detectives a name. He told them his son-in-law had an ex-girlfriend, a woman who had shown up uninvited at Sherri's workplace while wearing her police uniform. Sherri was afraid of her. According to Sherri, this woman said, "If I can't have John, nobody else will." She believed she was being stalked. Nels gave the police that woman's name. The detectives noted it down. And then they told Nels he watched too much television. The name was filed away and forgotten. For 23 years. In 2001, an LAPD detective was going through old cases and noticed something. In 1986, investigators had swabbed a bite mark. They stored the sample in a freezer. For 15 years, no one had tested it. When it was finally tested, the result was a shock. The DNA belonged to a woman, not 2 male burglars. A woman. The detective said, "That was not what I was expecting." Sherri had not died in a botched robbery. She died in a premeditated murder by a woman with a personal reason. The DNA matched a woman who had been an LAPD detective for 23 years. An award winner, Stephanie Lazarus. She built a career and a life in the same organization investigating her crime. Her office was across the hall from the cold case unit. Detectives secretly followed her to a Costco. They watched her throw away a soda cup. They collected it from the trash. In 2009, 23 years after Sherri died, LAPD Detective Stephanie Lazarus was arrested for her murder. When detectives told her she was a suspect, she said, "I got a problem with that." She asked for a lawyer. When she walked out of the interrogation room, they put handcuffs on her. Justice had finally arrived. Sherri Rasmussen's name would no longer be a forgotten file. The truth was out.